Hey guys, welcome back to Von Kettle Kitchen. If you're new, hit the subscribe button down below and also hit that little bell notification and you'll be notified each time that I go onto YouTube or even if I go live. Today I'm going to be making pizza dough. I'm just making a bunch of it ahead of time to put into the freezer. So we're gonna get that started. Today is just a day of make ahead meals or any small little things. It's raining in Connecticut, so I am just going to rock the PJs all day and just cook. Hope you guys enjoy. So we're gonna get going on this pizza dough. So we're gonna have to bloom the yeast. So we're gonna take a tablespoon. I always do a heaping one. A little extra never hurts. Sometimes it can though. So the tablespoon of yeast is in there, and I have 2 cups of warm water. You don't want cold, you don't want room temperature. You want it to be pretty warm. So we're gonna let this sit for 5 minutes. We're gonna let this bloom. Just a quick tip, I buy yeast in bulk. We have BJ's Wholesale around here. I just empty the packets into the mason jar and I put it into the freezer, so it's just easily ready and it lasts forever like this. So you can kind of see the yeast starting to bubble up. This is what blooming is. So this is gonna bloom for a few more minutes. Now that this has bloomed, I'm going to add in a tablespoon of salt. I only use pink Himalayan sea salt in my house. That's just my preference. And I'm going to add in 2.5 cups of flour. Now with baking, you do have to be very precise. So you don't want your cups to be like this. You want it to be flat. We're going to do 5 cups in total. Just measuring out to half. Alright. So we're going to get this going. I have a KitchenAid. I have a dough hook on here. So I'm going to start off slow. And I'm going to let that incorporate. So as that's incorporating, I'm going to actually shut that off. And I'm going to put the other 2.5 cups of flour in. And then I'm going to let that knead. So I make this ahead of time. And I actually divvy it up and I put it into bags and I freeze it. So what I do is I date my bags. Just write what it's on there. And I like to keep them flat, which I'll show you also. That just helps it lay flat in the freezer so you can stack better. And when you want to thaw it out, when you want to make pizza, just pull it out and it thaws out much quicker than a ball. So with the dough hook, you can see it's starting to actually form a ball. Alright, now that it's mixed together, I'm going to shut it off. It's come together. So I'm going to actually let this rest. I'm going to put some saran wrap over the top. Saran wrap on top. I'm going to let this sit for 20 minutes to let the dough rest, and then I'm going to break it up and I'm going to put it in the bags. I'm going to put 1 bag in the fridge because we're going to have pizza tomorrow with the pesto I made earlier, and the other is going to go in the freezer. Okay, so the dough has rested for 20 minutes, and you can use this now. Just preheat your oven to 400 degrees, roll it out flat, put a little cornmeal on the bottom, do a little bit of olive oil if you want. If it is too sticky, just add a couple tablespoons of flour and knead it. So I'm actually going to coat mine in olive oil. And I'm just using the saran wrap that I had. So I'm going to make it into a shape that I can at least get into even portions. I'm going to cut this in half. And this will make a decent sized pizza. You can also cut these in half. And then we're going to store them. I'm actually going to take 2 pieces for tomorrow, because what I end up doing is I cook extra so we can bring them to work for the rest of the week. So you don't have to cut them in half. You can if you guys are just going to eat them for dinner. And this is actually going to stay out. Well, this one's going to stay out for tomorrow. These are going to go into the freezer so we can have pizzas later on whenever we want. And when you go to freeze it, let's get rid of this real quick. Let me wash my hands real quick so we can flatten that. So I washed out my hands, and you just want to flatten these out. Just like that. The flatter they are, the faster they will end up thawing. But the reason I'm doing it like this is because I'm going to just use one at a time. So when I'm ready, I'll just take one of these out, and I'll thaw it out real quick. It'll take probably about a half hour for it to thaw out. I have it labeled. And then now it's easy to stack when you put it in the freezer.